Hello everybody, and welcome back to the 3D Chaos League 2024. Or I guess 2025 now, but anyway, that is besides the point. Here we are. We have had 3 events in the 3D Chaos League for this season. The Midnight Crossers have the lead so far. And now we head outside of the stadium into a very interesting event, the Bobsled. This very long track that these marbles will take. Here's an example run of how this is sort of generally going to work. So they will roll down the first ramp into a 90-degree turn, go through a little bit of a twisty track with a small funnel, and then another hard turn down into the finish. So I don't think that run was timed, but here we go anyway. The Snowy Mountains, our paired hosts. One of our paired hosts will get us started here. And they're transitioning nicely. This event is all about sticking close together and keeping that pace. Ooh, one of those marbles got flung out of the final chute. Snowy Mountains, a 10.38. And that is the benchmark that has been set for the other 15 teams to beat. The fans seem to be pretty happy with that. We will see if that was a good time. Mint Imperials now. Ooh, I don't know, maybe looking a bit slower in that first downhill. How's the transition through the funnel? It looks all right. One of those marbles was very much lagging behind. Oh, and that was a bit slower. Actually, quite a lot slower than the Snowy Mountains. Almost a full second. Not good for the Mint Imperials. Now, the 2023 champions, the Laser Eyes. How are they going to do? That looked fairly quick going down that first ramp. How are they going to transition through that funnel? Oh, no, a little bit of... Well, they got a little bit caught up in one of those bridges, and that puts them to last. They actually had probably a fairly good run going on. Look at that. All of them got hung up on each other going on that purple bridge. Oh, dear. Not too good there. Black Knights now. Ooh, one of those marbles is getting much further ahead than the rest of the pack. Where are they? Oh my goodness. Great run from that front marble. Those middle two lagging a little bit behind. Somehow it is still second overall so far. It just goes to show that even if it does look a little bit disastrous, it's not quite always the end of the world. So we get into the Sub-Zeros now. We are deep into this event at this point. Sub-Zeros gonna want to challenge for gold. They've had a pretty good start to the season so far, and they were nice and close together. 10.7. I believe that is not quite the at the Snowy Mountains pace, but we will see how that goes. It could still be a nice top half for them. Shy Shadows now. They're sticking nice and closely together, looking rather pristine on this course. Ooh, one of those marbles lagging behind quite a lot, but it looked nice and composed. 10.6. Shy Shadows. They're going to go P1. 10.6. Team Life now. Team Life have had a decent start. They got their first medal of the season in the last event. Now can they continue that upwards trend? It's looking pretty close together. That was fairly consistent. 10.5. That's going to go even faster. Team Life taking the lead at the moment. Fans very happy with that. As we move on to the green guys, this will send off the first half of the event. First half of runs. Not looking too fast down the first ramp. Oh, goodness, camera. It's competitive, it's close, but let's see the time. And I should also mention, now that we're... Oh, not a great time from the green guys. Before I say anything else, that is going to put them just barely not dead last at the moment. That is going to go to the Laser Eyes. Ugh. Laser Eyes, nowhere near the competitiveness we saw in the last season. Have not gotten off to a good start. I should quickly mention, even though we are already halfway through this event, if you hadn't already noticed, it is the third marble in the lineup that crosses the line that will stop the timer. And before I say anything else, the Midnight Crossers have lost a marble, and that is going to hinder their time quite badly. 11.8. So the time was actually 11.3, but because they lost a marble, that is a half-second penalty as we move on to the neon lights. Yes, the third marble in the lineup stops the timer at the bottom, and the finish line is right in front of those sort of blue, yellow, red squares. That sort of black line right in front of those, that is the finish line. And a great run from the neon lights here. 10.5. Whew. Now for the Punkers. They've just seen a very good run. Can they replicate it? Under giant table. Nice and fast. Ooh, was that a marble lost before the finish line? No, it was not. Almost a disaster, but let's have a look here. Yes, okay, it was a marble that had already crossed the line that had fallen out. So, no penalty for them. Now for the very colorful Frozen Fruits. The blue athlete taking the lead, but will they have the lead out of it? No, it'll be the yellow one. Oh! What's happened here? We've got a stuckage from one of the Frozen Fruits. Can we see it on the screen? No, I don't think we quite can. But that is going to take last place for the Frozen Fruits. After the last event went very well for them, this event is going to be the total opposite. Now for the Crystal Fish. They at least now know what definitely not to do. Certainly not send your marble over the fencing in the funnel. 11.0, that is going to be nice middle of the pack at the moment. Should be a top half, unless every other run from now is even better. Golden Spiders now. One of those marbles quite far in front of the rest. I think they cleaned it up a little bit. Yes, that is quite close together. Oh. One of those marbles straggling very far behind, but luckily that one does not matter. 11.0, very similar to our last run. They will go 6th overall so far. Barely in the top half, but I think that guarantees them a top half at least. Lower top half, sure, but points are points. Let's go into the Blue Snakes now. They look very close together, very nice and consistent. Look at this. That is a pristine run. That is a great example of how to stay nice and close together, and it's 10.5. It's gonna go onto the podium. The Blue Snakes making a great run. Not quite the gold medal. There's only one more team that can deny Team Life a gold, and that is the Union of Fire. Not looking too fast down that first downhill. How's it through the funnel? Oh, I saw one of those marbles getting a little caught up. I don't think that is going to be challenging for a podium, but will it be top half? No, just barely not. 11.0, we've seen a couple of those throughout this event, but it is not going to change the podium. Fans of the Union of Fire still fairly happy about a 10th, but Team Life, the Blue Snakes, and the Neon Lights are going to be your podium for the bobsled. Congratulations to those three teams. There they are. And now let's look at the overall. Team Life have leaped over the Midnight Crossers. I forgot to totally mention the Midnight Crossers run, but dang. Glacier Rush up next.